Give us a mic check real quick, guy.
Mic check. 1, 2, 3.
Alright, we're good. Alright, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. This is the Transnation Formula 1 World Championship. This is F2 category, round 14 for the Italian Grand Prix. I'm here with my usual partner in crime, Guy, who's been missing in action for the last couple of weeks. How are you, mate?
Yeah, just 1 week.
Yeah, it feels like it's been forever.
I think it's just one. Yeah, it does. I know, you miss me like that. I'm a very valuable team member, obviously.
Yeah, valuable team. Alright, well,
yeah,
obviously, it's Italy, round 14. One of the
17, I think.
One of the faster, probably, if not on average, the fastest lap on the calendar in terms of average speed. What's your opinion on the on like the strategy in that? Like, what are you thinking everyone will be attempting?
What, strategy-wise?
I mean, yeah, I did ask that, but okay.
I was just checking. I was just checking. Well, it's got to be the one stop, surely, but it's the decision as to whether you go onto the, well, assuming that people will start on the super soft, you might get some people start on the go soft medium, but yeah, it's a question of whether you try and make the softs last enough to do a one stop, about 16 laps, I think, is probably the minimum. If you push the super softs about 11, and you can split it that way, or whether you be a bit safer and go with the mediums, because as we have seen, you can get punctures. So if you push those softs a little bit too hard, so it's doable onto the softs, but a medium's maybe a little bit safer. But yeah, well, it makes for an interesting other aspect to look for really in the race.
Oh yeah, totally. And also obviously you talk about the punches just before, and then the punches just before, and then of course the winner of the F1 race, Daniel Vale, taking Ferrari's second official win of the weekend, and a Ferrari powered car winning the third consecutive race of this weekend. So Ferrari looking to have a very good race on home soil, and it is possible we could see another Ferrari engined car win today, but we'll just have to wait and see. Obviously, 17 drivers on the field today. We have a few new additions into the category today. Obviously, you have Ali Banana Joshua Law. He's returned to racing after a few weeks out of action, and he returns in F2 to take the seat that Kevin vacated after Hungary to pair with Stanley. So Stanley will be hoping that his teammate can back him up in terms of constructors points, and just there to be an absolute nuisance for everybody else. And obviously Oliver Coleman returns after being away for a few races as well. Matt will be extremely happy to see him back, obviously, again with the whole constructors points. And then obviously you got the usual big boys. You got Matt, you got Seb, you got Stanley. They'll all be hoping for extremely clean races today, because the last thing they want to do is have their championship ruined at probably the most important part of the season to date. What's your thoughts on that, Guy, about the championship fight?
Yeah, it's definitely heating up a bit, isn't it? I think we've still got, I lose count of how many races exactly we've got left, but there's still a fair way to go, so things can definitely turn around, especially if some DNFs or, I suppose people that may not be able to attend. So, yeah, I think you've got Sebastian and Matt probably sticking out a little bit, I'd say, as the runaways as such. I'm just trying to get up my table so I know exactly the points gap. But I think, I don't want to put in a prediction. I think it's too early for that, and I don't want to jinx anyone. I don't want to offend anyone either. But yeah, I think we're at the start. There's a little bit of a gap there now, but I think obviously it's only going to take. massively swing in just 1 or 2 races either way. I think if you string together a few results, then you've got a bit of breathing room, and you don't. So
I
I'm just going
definitely.
to have a look at the. I'm just getting on my table to see who the closest contenders are. It'll be.
I guess I'll let you run through the point stands since you're already getting it up. And
Yeah, there we go.
And while you do that, we'll ride on board with Bailey Ford, who's
Yeah.
I believe first car on track to set a time. I do apologise to someone that may be on a lap ahead of Bailey, and I haven't seen him. But in terms of front runners, he's the first big front runner to set a time. Obviously, he's sitting fourth in the championship at the moment. He's kind of in his own little bubble at the moment. He's got 56 points behind Stanley in third, and he's 31 points ahead of Emeril in fifth. So he kind of just there on his own bubble. He's just there to maybe help out his fellow Renault powered cars, but obviously won't want to take sides as he is quite close with
McLaren,
both Matt and
doing
Seb.
all right in the constructors. So McLaren, if they string a few results together, they're going to have half chance of making it in the constructors, really. But well, not like if you got only today, you only got one car racing. They're gonna struggle to make up that kind of ground. But yeah, I mean, we've seen a few, in recent weeks we've seen a few strong performances from both the Mercedes cars. So they're always one to watch out for. But yeah, as I said, you got Sebastian up the top with 194 and just a 4-point lead over Matthew Plevy, or Matt Plevy, as it says there. And as we say that, Bailey's gone into the 119 straight away, so 119.9 to take pole. Oh, Stanley's bettered up with a 19.8. So, yeah, Stanley, as of course, speaking of Stanley, he's sitting third in the championship, so he's only 14 points off Matt.
Yeah, and then
which makes him 18 off of Sebastian. So Stanley's definitely still in that fight. He's well and truly in it. Just a couple race wins, and
exactly,
he could have the lead. So I think those three are probably the three you're looking at. As you say, Bailey kind of just in his own little world there. But we've got a yellow flag in sector 2.
It'll probably just be guys slowing down with each other, trying to find some room.
But,
yeah. Yeah, no, obviously, I'm just trying to. I've got no idea of this guy's name, but I think it's just Sam, the guy in P3 who obviously reserved for Brett last weekend. Rumours are that he will be taking that Haas seat full time, so he prepared to see him a bit more around a bit more in F2. But he drove very well last weekend, finishing I believe in the top 5, and at the moment he's sent in P3 with also a new guy into the category, or into F2 at least. You have Amar Singh who's taken over the second Ferrari seat. So Ferrari in P4 and the Haas in P3. So Ferrari
I've just noticed that Sam actually set I'm assuming it's Sam.
Yeah, Sam.
He set a 120 flat.
120.
Yeah.
Yeah, the front of the field's looking quite competitive at the moment.
A little bit spicy up there.
No idea what the weather forecast for the race is looking at the moment. It looks like it's going to be a fine qualifying, but obviously if it rains around here, it's going to be a completely different ball game. It's obviously Italy, one of the as I was saying before, one of the fastest tracks in terms of average speed in the dry, but in the wet, it's an absolute nightmare to try and drive. Would you say that guy?
Nothing. I was just I can't remember now. I was looking down the list. I saw something that was interesting, and I can't remember what it was now. I think it's gone. Oh no, that was it. It was just a car there was a Ferrari that looked like it had crashed in the pit lane, but it hadn't. They've all sorted itself out now. It was blocking the entrance to the Mercedes garage, though, so the Mercedes cars have only just managed to get out. Nothing major.
Oh, okay. I've just got word from one of the drivers. They're expecting on the monitor. They're saying rain will be 45 minutes into the race, so we could see a rain affected into the race.
Ooh, okay, yeah. I'm hoping for some rain myself. I think I was going to spice it up a little bit. That'll make it make it a bit fun.
Oh yeah,
But
definitely.
it is
Obviously,
it's a
we
tricky
haven't
circuit
seen
to drive in the wet.
we haven't seen any rain affected sessions this weekend from any of the other categories, but so no driver. I don't assume any of the drivers will have an idea of how to drive these conditions, but yeah, as you're saying before, it's a completely as we were saying before, it's a completely different ball game. Trying to drive Italy in the wet, it's yeah, trying to drop the amount of speed that you have from 350k down to
Yeah.
60 to take turn 1 and 2 in the space of 100 meters. If you're not running ABS, then that can be quite an absolute nightmare to try and deal with.
Well, I think equally when you're trying to speed up, when you're trying to stick your foot down on the throttle in those kind of conditions, because obviously exit from these corners onto these long straights around Monza is so important, and it's really hard because you wanna obviously slam down the accelerator, but if you do, then you're gonna have a bit of a tank slapper in the wet. So it definitely make it a little bit more interesting. So that's interesting. Going towards the end of the race, I reckon. I wonder how close towards the end it will come, because obviously, if people are going to try and stick it out on the dry tyres, then
yeah, and it's not like previous F1 games, and it's not like previous F1 games where the rain will come out when it says. So
yeah, it's a bit unpredictable.
Yeah, which is what you like to see. You don't like to see a scaled weather system where the rain's going to come out at this certain time.
It's not realistic, isn't it? You don't know in real life when it's going to hit you. So.
Obviously the whole like weather system that the real F1 teams have will be a lot more accurate than Jeff. So yeah,
you think so. Good old Jeff. Oh, and Oliver's just gone.
Yeah, I just seen the Oliver's jumped to P4. So yeah, at the moment,
so half a tenth.
At the moment, Matt and
he's got a tiny cut back to Amir. Was it in P5?
Yeah. Yeah, but at the moment, Matt and Sebastian, the top two in the championship, kind of looks like they're struggling at the moment. Down in P6 and 7, and looks like Seb's.
Yeah, no. Actually, a bit of a gap between P5 and 6 there. So Matt, actually, because it's all very close when you're looking in the top 5 there. You know, you're looking within a tenth of a second between a few of those places.
Yeah, like I mean, look at the top. Yeah, like from 2nd to 5th, like they're only separated by maybe a tenth and a half. So.
Yeah. Well, it is a short track and not many corners, so you do get times closer to each other around.
Yeah, well, and then also as well, like it's quite easy to maybe exploit the track a little bit, maybe cut a corner here and there, track extend here and there as well, and and if some people know how to do it correctly and other people won't, and that's where usually the time's gained, and it's either that or getting a ton of slipstream down the straights. Here comes Matt now across the line. What will it be? It might be in the 19s. It goes 19.9.
Yeah, it does.
Puts him in P3. So. And Stanley's just improved again. So Stanley's really.
19.4.
Yeah, so Stanley really putting the hammer down now on. On his gap at the top. He's now put out to about half a second, so yeah, but we're just right on board with Josh Banks. He's just started his second attempt of a run around.
He's about to come over the start-finish line. Oh, and he's gone P3 there.
He's gone P3
as well, so it is really, look at, you've got 3 drivers in the 119.9s there.
Yeah, and then of course Sam and the
heat up a little bit.
Obviously, there goes Matt slowing down to make sure Josh doesn't get any slipstream, and if he tries to, it'll probably cause a big accident. So here comes Josh now through Ascari. A bit cautious on the curb in the middle of Ascari. It's can be quite a dangerous curb to try and deal with. Coming down to Parabolica at the end of his lap, we'll see what he can do. It's looked a decent lap so far. He's runs a bit wide. It's might be in the mid-20s, low 20s. Puts him P8 right next to his teammate. So yes, that's
just ahead of Brett as well.
yeah.
But yeah, so there's a bit of a gap there, really, isn't it? Brett in his own little world again there in P9 by the looks of it. You got those ahead of him, all in the 120s and 119s.
Yeah, and then he's half a second faster than the guys behind him.
Yeah, he's half a second back, but he's also half a second faster. So
oh yeah,
we'll see if he may well have just set a banker lap at first, but he may well have another half a second in there to get himself up into the top.
Oh, what's happened there?
Top 8. Oh, 5th place, good penalty for Eduardo.
Eduardo for a collision with Oliver. What's happened? What's happened there? We didn't catch any of that on our end.
I'm not sure. They must have. I don't know. It must have been. I'm not
Maybe
sure where that could have been.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oliver's got front wing damage.
Yeah, it looks like Eduardo was on a lap, and maybe Oliver just didn't see him coming, and didn't get out of the way in time. So, is that Seb on a lap? Is Seb finishing? Oh no, Seb's about to start a lap. Championship leader, right on board with the championship.
I thought Oliver had front wing damage because he massively ran wide through that corner. But he's coming in, so maybe he does. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looked like both Eduardo and Oliver both had wing damage, so maybe there's some confusion there. One of them, they both went the same way for Oliver to get out of the way, and then Eduardo just didn't predict where he was going. But Bailey's now left the session in P2, so hopefully he can get back in. The last thing Bailey wants to have now is his car be disconnected from the session and not have a and not get back in. Oh, and there's Mark's. Oh, that was very close there. Mark doing a flick spin on the exit of the second Lesmo. With Seb come flying through. Seb.
So I've got some information about the incident between Oliver and Eduardo. I think. Oliver said that Eduardo reversed back onto the racing line on the first of the Lesmos.
Oh, here comes Seb now around the last corner.
As he was coming round. Interesting. Didn't see it, but...
Oh, this might be a high 19. So it's going to put him P2. 2 tenths off pole.
Okay, so
Bailey is back in the session now, so that's...
where we'd expect him.
Yeah, it's good to see...
Sebastian just passes Matt, who's...
starting his outlap, yeah.
Just coming out to start an outlap. So you can easily do 3 flying laps around here if you want.
Yeah, it all depends on your timing as well.
It looks like only a few seem to have tried to do that.
Yeah, but we'll just see what Brett can do. He's half a second behind Josh and P8, and for those who don't know, this is Brett's Brett's 50th official race in the category. Obviously the guy who started it all, he'll obviously have the most attendances in terms of race here. So 50th race at, funny enough, Toro Rosso's home Grand Prix is going to be a 120.6. He makes improvements by a couple of tenths, but still not enough to jump him ahead of anybody, so he'll stay P9.
Yeah, so it looks again.
And this is quite awkward. This is quite awkward. You have both Reno. Oh, okay.
Mercedes here. Oh, so they're working together. I think I've just seen.
Yeah.
Well, I think so. Stanley's just given
Josh a tow, and then
Josh a massive tow. I'm guessing Josh has returned the favour at some point.
Yeah. There's still a minute 40 to go. So there's definitely
such a good time there.
There's still definitely enough time for Josh to return the favour. But yeah, we're right on board with Josh.
Yeah, that may well be what they're planning on doing there. So interesting. I like to see it myself. I think it's a clever tactic. And
yeah, especially around Monza, one of the tracks where slipstream could make or break your lap.
It make a huge difference.
Now that'll just be Seb retiring from the session.
Yeah, I think it.
Hopefully he hasn't impacted anybody, but.
Oh, has he crashed?
No, I don't think he's crashed. I think he's retired in the pit lane.
I didn't think he did. There's a yellow flag in sector 1, which is something else, I think.
There's a Toro Rosso running wide on the exit of Ascari that looked like it might be Jordan.
It's Brett.
Oh, it's Brett.
It was Brett. Yeah.
But here comes Josh now around the last corner. What will he be able to do?
Also,
it might be a high 120. It's going to be.
Does he back off as he crosses the line?
P8.
No, he doesn't back off as he crosses the line.
Maybe.
If he'd backed off as he crossed the line, he could have picked Stanley up. Unless he's going to go for it through the third sector, maybe.
Oh, and Mark goes to the top.
Anything, he's going to obstruct him.
Stanley's
locked up massively into turn 1, I've just seen.
And he's retired from the session as well. Yeah, so he's very lucky not to impact Stanley's lap.
Just set a 19.2 and gone pole. So we've got Ferrari on pole at Monza. Banana Josh has pulled off over the side.
And Stanley's sideways.
I was going to say, I've been watching him for a few corners and he's been very aggressive, and yeah, I think that'll be his lap over now, surely. But he's been really, you can see he's really throwing it and really pushing it, but he's just pushed it a little bit too far, I think. But it looks like we're going to have a mirror on pole. It is a mirror, isn't it? I am saying.
Yeah, but here comes the first of the guys to complete a lap. I think it's Bailey. Come around the last corner. Don Vanzito doesn't improve. Force India of Eduardo doesn't improve. Bailey goes third.
Yeah, Bailey's just gone P3.
Yeah, here comes Matt now through Ascari, and Jordan's parked it on the apex of Ascari and held oh no, that's Jordan's retired. Oh, that could be very that could be a very serious penalty for Jordan if he's done what I think he's done and retired the car on the racing line. That's that'll be a qualifying ban for next weekend for sure. But here comes Josh now around the last corner.
Eduardo just ran into the back of Nate. Oh no, I think that's right. They finished. It's just a computer. My bad. I thought they were on a flying lap. So I think that's.
I've just seen. Look, you've seen this as well. Is rain coming down now at the end of the session?
They've just avoided it.
But yeah, couple of guys. You got the likes of.
Will they avoid it for the race? That's the question.
Yeah, well, you got a few guys down the order that you wouldn't expect to be down the order. You got a Merrill, Josh, Banana Josh on debut in F2 for Mercedes. He's put it in P8, so he's done quite well. But yeah, Matt looking very frustrated in the chats about Jordan's retired car getting in the way of his qualifying lap. Not sure if Jordan was to get in the way that he would have improved, but it could be it'll definitely something for the stewards to have a look at. Yeah, and of course Eduardo with that 5-place grid penalty, you'll see him start at the back of the grid. Yep, you'll see him start at the back of the grid. Yeah, but yeah, very mixed up order. You got a Ferrari on pole position again at Monza, so the Ferrari seem to be right up there, heading into their home race. So will it be another Ferrari win? Just have to wait and find out now, won't we?
No.
But yeah, all the championship.
That's just Amar Singh on pole. There we go. That's it.
All the championship rivals starting right around each other, and yeah, and we all know how Turn 1 Monza is. We could see someone try something stupid, but we will hope not to see anything too stupid because
there's a definite possibility of that down into Turn 1.
I mean, it happened in F1, didn't it?
When you come in, yeah, but when you're coming down here with a full grid into Turn 1, it's pretty hard to spot your braking point. So
yeah.
It is famous for a few pile-ups into first corner, but hopefully everyone's going to get through it nice and clean.
Yeah, we'll just once all the drivers are ready up and got all their race strategies set, I will get Guy to go through the TKA media starting grid real quick. Since we didn't really seem to mention it at the end of qualifying. So Guy, you'll do us the honours, please.
Oh, of course I will. So it's Mar Singh. Is this did Amar race last weekend? I missed it, but
Uh,
is this his debut?
I think this might be
Could
his
be his
debut in
debut.
F2. It's definitely his
Might be his debut
debut
on
in
pole.
F2, but he's raced.
Right, okay. Yeah, that'll be why. So, well, Amar Singh anyway with his first pole position of of his TNF1 or F2 career in the Ferrari at Monza. So that'll be popular. Oh, and Jordan Bittner again. Amar on pole, followed by Stanley in the Mercedes. So Stanley looking to mount that challenge. And he's got a bit of a gap back because Bailey has put himself in P3 in between Stanley and Sebastian, of course, the points leader in P4, and his closest challenger in the championship, Matt, back in P5. So Stanley from P2 might be hoping to put a bit of a challenge on to get up there with them in the championship. But moving on P6.
I've just noticed as well, the top 6 are all different cars. There's no two cars the same in the top 6.
Yeah, you're right. And then, so you've got Sam in the Haas in P6, and then followed by Oliver in the Red Bull. So that's the first of the second cars, put it that way, in P7. P8, you've got Josh in the second of the Mercedes. And then you've got the other Josh.
Josh and Joshua.
In P9. Yeah, Josh and Josh, we'll go with that. And Muriel, P10. Bit of a quiet qualifying. Didn't see him out in qualifying, really. But he's been improving, actually, as the season's gone on. I say that every time. But putting a few good performances. He's sitting, is he P5 in the championship, I think?
Yeah, I believe
Brett,
so.
P11 anyway. Mike, P12. Eduardo, P13, of course, with that 5-place grid penalty. Kelly, P14, Mark in P15, Jordan P16, and Nate rounding off the grid in P17. So the Williams struggling in qualifying, as we've become accustomed to seeing in real life. But so I'm just looking at the tyres that people have actually set on here. There's a few
soft runners at the back of the field, but yeah, we'll wait and see if we can get a good view of the start. Doesn't look like we're going to. We'll build up to the 5 red lights. Ferrari on pole. Will he be able to convert it to a race win and halt any of the championship runners? Lights out and away we go. Bailey looks like he's had a really good start. Yeah. And you got Stanley on the inside. Bailey though, they're going to go. Bailey's going to try to go around the outside of Amara to turn 1. Big lock-ups. Bailey on the inside of Stanley. And Bailey's up in a P2.
There's a Red Bull that's been spun.
Matt's down to P11.
Oh, so both the Red Bulls got turned around. I think both the Red Bulls kind of came together. There was a huge bundle. It was almost 4 wide going round into turn 2. And yeah, lots of bumping. I wonder if there's a bit of front wing damage in there for a few cars. A lot of bumps. And,
it looks like Oliver got away cleanly with no damage, but yeah, he's fallen well down the field. Matt now moving his way slowly back up the field. Looks like Matt's got away with. Oh, Brett's been put in the fence. Oh, that was. I
wonder what happened there.
I think Eduardo got into the back of him, but yeah, Brett with damage back of the field and. We'll move back to the front now. Amar still holding on to that race lead, but Italy being Italy, it'll be very hard to keep the slip, get away from the rest of the field once the DRS comes into play. So he's really got to start pushing now to get out of that DRS. But yeah, Matt.
Yeah, you've got to push early.
Yeah, but Matt falling down the field. Josh up to P6. We'll have a quick look at the who's jumped where.
To see what happened at that start again. I'll go back and have a look later. But
Sam up the inside of. Sam's gone up the inside of
Oh, a bit of a bump from the back from Josh there, but Seb's got the move done.
Oh no, I think Seb was ahead of him. Seb was defending, I think.
Oh, was he? Oh,
yeah.
I thought he was attacking. I mean, unless he got past on the straight, because it said he was close behind.
Yeah, but
I might have joined.
Oh no, Sam got him. Sam's got him. And Josh might be looking for an opportunity to make a move. But yeah, Josh in his debut in F2, he's right on the back of Sebastian. Yeah, but all while of this, Stanley's making his way back up to the front, up to on the back of the leaders. Yeah, but at the moment, Bailey. Have a look at the gaps. Yeah, at the moment, the top 3 are out of DRS of the guys behind. So it looks like this top 3 might be starting to break away.
Yeah, they're pushing hard early here. And Matt down in P8, he's 2.5 seconds back. He's just trying to...
Yellow flag in
in.
sector 3. Oh, someone's round.
Oh,
someone's rounded. Oh, and Kelly's in the fence.
Kelly has gone.
Yeah, I think he...
Which Williams was it facing the wrong way? Was it Nate?
Mark.
It was Mark. Mark was facing the wrong way.
Yeah, and it looks like Mark he might have just caught Mark as he was trying to flick it back around. But yeah, that's really unfortunate to see. One Ferrari out of the race and one Ferrari still leading the race. So, oh, Josh has got it up the inside of Seb as well. So Seb really starting to fall behind now. I wonder what's happening with Seb.
Yeah.
Maybe just good. But look at this, Josh all over the back of him. Oh, Seb. Looks like Josh's going to go up the inside of his teammate, and there's been a bit of contact.
Seb was just much later on the brakes there.
Yeah, and it looks like this. Josh is going to go around the outside on the first Lesmo. So Seb's backed out. But
Josh is still fighting away, yeah.
Oh, Josh has won quite wide.
When you're the car in front, it's so hard to defend because of the slipstream and well, the DRS isn't open yet. But,
no, it's like 3 now, so DRS will definitely be open now. But
Josh.
Oh, but look at this. Josh going to go around the outside into a Ascari. And he's held onto it. He's held onto it.
Before he even got there. So the two Renaults, maybe the two Renaults going to try and work together a bit.
But look at this. Like, with all this battling, you got Matt right on the back of Seb now. So at the moment.
So this has worked out well for Matt.
And Josh clearly got some straight line speed going on because he's just cleared Josh right before you even before they got to the final corner. But Josh has left himself wide open for an attack coming down into turn 1. He's going to defend. Joshua is going to go to the outside into turn 1. He's cleared him before the braking zone. He's going to stick his nose back in though. Has he held on to it? No, he hasn't. Joshua's got the position, but
the back of him though and compromised his run.
All while these guys start just continue battling, you got Sam who's just broken away. He's going to try and hopefully make it.
Joshua isn't going to come back. Oh, that's a big corner cut from Josh there in the Mercedes. That's a huge corner cut.
Yeah,
I don't know if he got a warning for it. I would imagine he did.
Yeah, I assume for oh, Josh's got a 3-second time penalty, so obviously
he's got the 3-second time penalty there, so he would have got a warning.
Yeah, so he's definitely defending hard.
Passed him down the straight, so
yeah,
Sebastian trying to get in on this action still.
Yellow flag, sector 3 is that? Oh, Amar's around. The race leader, he's in the fence.
Amar is around.
What's happened there?
Well, it is an easy place to lose it on the exit there. If you get up on the curb or the inside curve even, you just car wobbles and you can lose it so easily out of there. And Stanley is lining up a move on Bailey here for the lead. He's got DRS open, he's going to go to the inside.
And Matt's comfortably made a move on Seb.
Nice.
And Joshua's back up the inside of Josh.
So this is working out well for Stanley in the championship fight. He is gaining, as it stands, a lot of points over Matt and Sebastian.
Yeah,
so
it'll be at least 15 points, maybe about 17 points. So if it was to stay like this,
Sebastian though, did Sebastian get done into turn 1? I missed it because
I think Seb just let Matt go because at the moment Josh is doing what Stanley will want him to do and just playing with these. With his 2 championship rivals, just holding them up and but no,
the problem is here if you get past you can't break away because of the DRS. It's really challenging.
I'll assume Josh and Stanley are in a party chat with each other. So, Josh will be saying, "Look, Stanley, I've got these guys behind me. Just run away and do your thing."
Oh, and Sebastian got up on the outside and almost did what Ahmad, I imagine, did. Oh, and Jordan is round. Jordan.
Oh yeah, he's around at the first Lesmo. Yeah,
so Bailey is going to have another move for the lead here. He's right on the back and he's passed already.
Yeah.
Before they even reached the pit exit, breezed past them.
And Joshua. He's put him in the fence.
The back of Bailey. Oh.
He said no. Or Joshua's put Josh in the fence.
Oh, I missed that because I was watching Stanley and Bailey. Stanley clipped the back of Bailey, but no.
It was pretty much the same. It was pretty much the same.
Eduardo up into P6, but Matt's got past him. So where did Eduardo come from?
Oh, well, this race is just exploding off. But yeah, it looks like Joshua. It looks like Joshua Law's just
go
put
for a move on the inside into. Oh, Matt.
Oh, it's a big squeeze.
Almost had a bit of a Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton moment there.
Yeah, but look at all of this, and Miro's on the back of Eduardo. Eduardo's run wide. Will and Miro go for a move down to Ascari.
No, he's fallen back a bit there. So Stanley and Bailey. Stanley, I'd imagine, is going to get that position back, and this swapping of the lead is going to continue under the DRS. Because he's only 4/10 back with that slipstream in DRS. He's probably going to breeze past them here. But, well, yeah, depends on the ERS deployment, I guess, a bit as well. See who's willing to run the higher ERS mode. Actually, Bailey got a much better run onto the home straight, so Bailey has a chance here. If he can push hard this lap, he might be able to break it.
Oh, Josh's...
1 second barrier.
What's happened here? Oh, Josh's...
Yeah, Josh has lost it again, I think. Down to P13.
Amiro first to the early stoppers, but yeah, Josh will not be happy now. Those tyres will be screaming for to get off them, and he's just run horrendously wide. So obviously that wing damage that he got on lap 1. Oh, Big Mike, 5-second stop go penalty for corner cutting. It looks like he might have straight line turn 1 maybe. But yeah, Merrill and Josh both in. Merrill's going on to the medium, so he's going to try and go till the rain period. But yeah, Josh will not be happy about being put in the fence the way he did. And
no, I missed it myself, but
I think I got a clean view of it on the
Interesting to see. So what happened? Where was
it just looks like Josh was weaving behind. No, Banana Josh was weaving behind Josh Banks to try and make a move, and he just swiped the back of him.
But he was weaving to try and get
speaking of Joshua Law, he's defending from Seb now, heading into Parabolica. Seb's broken early to maybe try and get DRS, and Josh is
gonna understeer, man. No.
Oh, Seb's lost the rear end a little bit, run wide. Well, yeah, but Josh will have the DRS. He's going to go for a move into turn 1.
His back this time.
Obviously, Josh doing what Stanley will be wanting him to do. He's locked up and forced Seb.
Another yellow flag in sector 3. Oh, and that's Mark again in the fence.
Oh, and a mural as well.
Oh, I wonder if they came together. No, in different places. Oh no, they are in the same place. Ah, so perhaps they came together. Tricky place to go side by side, so perhaps there was an attempted overtaking there.
Yeah. But yeah, Josh on soft, so yeah, so maybe Josh is just... Josh, we hope.
I think Stanley might be starting to struggle on his tyres. He's dropped 2 seconds back off the leader.
Oh, he has too, yeah, Jesus.
Now, so.
And Mark with a 5-second stop go for speeding in pit lane, so Mark will be, I assume Mark will be going on in the mediums. And Amiro's had to come back in again after literally just stopping on for those, and I just realised as well, Big Mike's gonna hold up his teammate, or maybe he just might get held up he's gonna get held up by a few seconds. But I think Miro's got another set of medium. Miro's got another set of mediums to go into, so this might help Miro a little bit that he's got an extra set of mediums to go to. So smart play from Miro, it looks like. But yeah, at the moment the gaps are just the only real battle going on is this battle for P4 between Seb and Josh. Not Seb and Josh, Seb and Sebastian.
Yeah, and there's a Miro just exiting.
Wait, Seb and Josh, yeah. What I did say? Seb's had it. Maybe those tyres.
Those tyres at about this stage they're starting to go off. I think, as I said before, I think the standard split if you're looking to go onto the softs next is going to be about 11 laps on these supers and then 16 on the softs. That's the standard.
Josh has had a bit of a lock up and another time penalty for Josh.
What is Amiral doing? Amiral is trying to overtake Sebastian. They ran side by side through practically the whole first sector.
Has he actually? Oh my god, he has two. It's completely thrown
himself, but he's cost Sebastian so much time. Matt is now right onto the back of Sebastian. It's a bit of I guess he's entitled to, but he's only on the medium tyres as well. He should have backed out of that, really. He's cost Sebastian a lot of time.
And he's straight lined Ascari as well.
That's not his place to do that.
Yeah, really. And he's still not getting out of the way.
No, he's determined. He's going to stick on it. He's going to be getting blue flagged constantly, and he's probably going to get a warning
Oh no, there
or
he goes.
another penalty for
He's
ignoring
let them
blue
go.
flags. Yeah, there we go. He's finally. But
What's
he's
he
cost
done?
Sebastian about a second
Josh
and a half
is in.
there. Oh, and Josh is into the pit, so Sebastian now has got to push hard.
Yeah, yeah, and Seb will have DRS from a mural not getting out of the way until Ascari. But
Matt is going to go stick a nose up the inside. So the two championship leaders having a fight back in 4th and 5th at the moment.
and Josh has gone. And Josh has gone to the mediums to go to the end. But Amar will be kicking himself that he's practically thrown a chance to be leading this race away.
So I wonder if Stanley really is struggling on those tyres, because Sam now is only he is within a second of Stanley now, and Stanley over 4 seconds back on Bailey. So I think Stanley's been a bit hard on those tyres.
Maybe Stanley's just pushing his tyres as far as he can. He doesn't care about the gap that he's going to lose, the time that he's going to lose to Bailey, but he's going to. Maybe he just does want to commit to that.
Yeah,
to
true.
going
Maybe
on
he's
to the
going to
softs.
conserve.
Going to fake sector 3. That's Mark going slow again. It looks like to get out of the way of Stanley and
Matt got the move done on Seb, so Seb now following Matt.
Yeah, and Josh has just got the move done on Brett in the turn 1. So
I'm just having a look.
And Mark's retired from the session.
So Josh fitted the medium tyre. So that's interesting. So Josh has gone for the medium in the Mercedes.
Stanley's in.
Oh, and Seb's coming in as well.
Stanley's gone to another set of supers, so it looks like he's really committed to praying that this rain does come out.
Interesting. Well, that's why I find it quite interesting that Josh has gone to the medium tyre. Oh, and so has Seb. Seb's gone super soft as well.
Yeah, so maybe this rain isn't too far away.
Yeah, I'd assume so. Oh yeah, there's a few dots. I've just seen a few dots.
Oh yeah, I see that as well. Yeah, so maybe. Yeah, but look at the undercut Josh has got. But yeah, but on a compound two sets softer while this rain's coming down, Seb will be on the right tyre for now. But at the moment, it looks like Matt and Bailey have made the right call to stay out.
For now, yeah, but I don't think those supers are going to last very much longer. So unless that rain is going to come down heavily, I think they're going to have to come in. Oh, and Sam's going really slow. I think has he got a puncture?
Yeah, Sam's got a puncture.
He's got a puncture.
Yeah, Sam's got a puncture. Yeah, rear left. He's got a puncture. He spun it.
He's spun it. Oh, and he's been collected by a mural. Luckily, it wasn't one of the other leaders there. Eduardo got close. He
got very close indeed. I had my heart in my mouth, and he's gone out of the way of Stanley.
Oh, so heartbreak for Samuel. So there's a sign that those tyres are
well past their use-by date. Yeah,
So I think Matt and Bailey are playing a dangerous game here.
Oh, they can't really afford to stay out much longer. Yeah, but look at this, Josh. Now Seb's on the outside of Josh going into Parabolica. Seb will have DRS going down the main straight, but at the moment, Seb on the fresher tyre.
Drive on those tyres, yeah. Oh, and there's Sam going slowly on the inside.
I'd say keep an eye on these front runners, because these front runners will be the guys to watch. And Josh defending very hard into turn 1.
Yeah, Josh is really fighting it, isn't he?
He's got the switchback. Very nice move there from Josh, but he's not going to have the. Don't think he's going to have the drive.
Surely won't have the traction here.
Yeah,
might be able to tuck into the slipstream. Yeah.
Will he send it?
He's going to go for a dive. I feel like he will.
No, he's not.
He's backed out of it. Probably a wise choice in these wet conditions or slightly damp conditions as well.
Yeah.
I think Eduardo might have made a great call here, starting on the soft tyre.
Maybe he has,
I think those tyres may well be the best one, because I think they're going to make it through to when he needs to
pit for the rain,
switch onto the wets.
Yeah, but and of course, he's got all the championship guys behind him.
Bailey stayed out as well, so I wonder how worn those tyres are at the front for these.
You can see the graining on the front left, especially those tyres.
He got a little bit sideways out of there. It's a risky game, because they're just being undercut now. So I think it's almost you've got to come in sooner rather than later, because you're either going to stay out and risk a puncture, or you're going to come in and play it safe. But then in doing so, these guys behind are going to have a massive undercut. So They're in a tricky position. It's a tough call to make. And
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
Jeff
but
is
look
gonna
at
be
this.
helping them very much.
Miro's sitting right behind Eduardo. And he's gone out of the way of Stanley, but Stanley's right on the back of Eduardo now on those fresh super softs. He'll
Yeah.
most likely make the move sooner rather than later. But I'm worried for Matt and Bailey. What are they doing? I've missed the bloody stream.
Got my stream up. No, I just have. So
Yeah,
I
I've got it
just
up
wanted
as
to
well
check
on
if we
mine.
had any questions. So, oh, and there we go. So Stanley makes the move on Eduardo. Eduardo's driven a very solid race. He's one of the few drivers which seems to have kept it clean so far.
Yeah, he is.
He's being rewarded. He's up near the
Oh,
podium,
Bailey's
so
in. Bailey's finally in. I wonder. Oh, I can hear a puncher. So yeah, he's had a puncher coming in the pit lane.
Is that Bailey? Yeah.
Yeah, Bailey's had a puncher coming in the pit
So
lane.
I think he got a bit lucky there. The timing of the puncture didn't cost him too much. But Matt's staying out, so Matt's committed. Matt, I think, risking everything here. I think he's...
Yeah, yeah, like oh no. Oh no, please. Internet, stay with me. Oh no. Guy. Hi. Hello. What's happened here? I hope not. Oh yeah, no, I got that. It's open up a new party. Get us back in. Oh. Oh, can the stream still hear us? Give us a second. I thought. Yeah, no, okay. So the stream can hear me on mine, but I can't hear you guys. So the sooner we get a party chat up, the better. Mate's got a puncher. That's a puncher. Oh, no, it's blowing up right in his face. Yeah, right, oh, and he's gone again. There goes Seb. No worries. Okay. Oh, Matt's around again. Oh no. Oh, what has happened to this race? Yeah, so obviously Bailey made the right call pitting because. But look at this. In all of this, Stanley's now back out in front. I'll see if my friends list isn't loading, so. And I'm too afraid to wanting to restart my internet because I don't want to. Oh, I'm creating a party now. I think. I think I got a party. Cannot create party. Try again later. Okay, so I'm just going to have to go at the solo because I can't hear you guys on my end. So well, I mean, because we're recording games now, not parties. Oh, Seb. Oh, Josh. No, doesn't sound like it. And Jordan's had a. Has Matt made it back to the pit lane? Oh my. No, Matt still hasn't made it back to pit lane. Alright. Yeah, or restart your internet at least, yeah. Try it. Alright. Do you want to check the stream for us real quick, Mark, and just see if who can be heard on the stream? And all of this, Matt's about to go a lap down to the leaders, so he's really blowing his chances of a good finish. See what I did there? Blowing because he had a tire puncture. Fuck, I feel bad. Bailey's got through some time for Konikati and Eduardo's in. God, this rain is really taking some time to come down, isn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, Josh is. Oh yeah, I've just seen that. Yeah, Josh and Jordan's staying out though. Is that somebody around? No. It looks like Stanley's in. Bailey's carried on for another lap. Yeah, so yeah, Stanley's made the switch to intermediates now. And anybody else? Sebastian staying out. I think Josh. Yeah, no, Josh is going to make the call to come in. No, he's staying out. Okay. I wonder if Bailey and Seb have made the wrong call to stay out because Stanley's in for the intermediates. Josh has slowed down really early, let his team out of here, and Josh has gone straight on at turn 1. He's going to get a penalty for corner cutting. Surprise? No. Okay. No, he's not. Okay, great consistency, Cody's. My hand of approval goes to you. Oh, Josh is in the fence. Oh, it's a big snap of oversteer. And he's put himself in the fence. So maybe it is time for the intermediate, or maybe not. Bailey. Yeah, no, yeah, it's definitely not time for the intermediate. Stanley is all over the place on those intermediates. So maybe, yeah. So maybe yeah. Well, so yeah, ladies and gentlemen watching the stream, I do apologise. We're just having we're having some error trying to get the get a party to get my other commentator back in. So yeah, you're just stuck with me sounding like I'm talking to myself. Yeah, so yeah, definitely. Maybe it's not wet enough for the intermediates, and it's going to stay like this for because I don't see the rain getting worse. Yeah, he is too. Yeah. Oh, Amar and Oliver are in, and Sam as well. Yeah, so... yeah, the leaders are... oh, Amar's gone to the full wets! Nah, he's gone to the full wets. DRX, oh, yeah, there it is, DRX finally been disabled. Yeah, so... yeah, everyone will be in now. Yeah, Bailey and Seb have really made the wrong call staying out this long. But Amar on the full wets when it's only just gone into turned into intermediates. That'll be a really. He's gone to the inside and Seb's in as well, but at the moment, where is Bailey going to come out? Stanley, looks like Stanley's going to retake the lead of the race. Yeah, he is as well. Oh, Oliver's around, almost put on the fence at Ascari. Oh yeah, so it looks like the it does look like it's a PSN error with Intune. Oh, what's happened here? There's been a big collision with. Also, it's not just us; it's everybody's having the same problem. That's weird, yeah, because it said I got kicked from the party. And I was like, please pray my internet doesn't go down. Yeah, and surprisingly my internet's still holding up. Yeah, so okay, so it does seem to be a PSN error. Oh yeah, he is as well. Yeah, he's definitely getting there. But Seb will just be consolidating. But Matt, the real loser out of this, that after that puncher, that's cost him pretty much a points finish, and it'll cost him second in the championship. Yeah, well, it'll only be a point, but it'll keep him within 6 points of Stanley at the moment, so. But yeah. Oh yeah, no. Although Matt seems having a bad race, Oliver's really put in a good showing today. So, although Matt's not going to score points, he'll still get good constructors points for the for Red Bull. But yeah, 1.3 seconds between the leaders, and Big Mike now has a 10-second time penalty for straight lining turn 1. It looks like so. Oh, look at this. Yeah, look at the straight line speed from the Haas. He's going to go into turn 1 very late on the brakes. Ooh. Oliver's held his own. Oliver has held his own, and he's very nice. Very well done. They're very clean. But look at the drive Sam's got out of there. Round the outside into Curva Grande. Josh is giving it up. Not Josh, Oliver's let him go. Man, Eduardo now. Oh, Amar's in the fence again. So those full wet tyres aren't. Oh! What's happened there? Joshua's got past Josh while Josh is going slow. Joshua's got past Josh while Josh is going slow. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah. Why do we have to have 2 Joshuas in the same bloody category? But speaking of Josh, he's going to come back at Joshua. Oh, Brett's had an issue, and that's put Matt into the points. Yeah, and that's so at the moment it looks like Matt will take P9, so that'll give him 2 points. But it'll still put him quite comfortably third in the championship. Not in these conditions, mate. No way in these conditions. Yeah, but at the moment, does someone check the penalties real quick? Oh, that's a huge crash. I just caught the last second of that. Yes, that's. So that'll give Matt P8. How's there no safety car from that? It was parked in the middle of the. Cody's need to fix their shit. So from what it looks like, we do apologise. I don't think we'll have the podium presentations today, but we will pray that Sony and PlayStation have their shit sorted for next week. Yeah, so where's Brett on track? Yes, it looks like everyone in the top 10 is on the lead lap at the moment. At the moment, Jordan could be on for a points finish. Go on, Jordan. If Jordan can hold his own, he could be on for a points finish. But yeah, we'll get back to the front. The gap's still 1.4 seconds. Yeah, and look how wet the track's got now in the last 2 or 3 laps up. Oh, Bailey's got another time penalty. Guy, do you want to check the penalties real quick? Good chat. Oh, we got it. Oh, okay. Give us a second. We'll get the party back. Are we back? Do we have Guy? What? Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've been kicked from the party. Yeah. Oh, that's that's such a pain. Well, yeah, because it came up party invite from Guy. I'm like, oh, maybe it's fixed. No, it's not. I'll see if I can create one. Give us a second. Public party creative. So, sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. We'll just see if we can get my other co-commentator back. Okay, nah. So when we ain't getting any we ain't getting in any parties anytime soon, fellas. So, but what did I miss? What have I missed? Bailey's on the back of. Oh. Yeah, and Brett almost got in the way of Bailey and Stanley, so that was. Jordan did with a 3-second time penalty. Guy, do you want to quickly check the penalties so I can read them out to the Oh, Ooh, that was nasty. That could have been race ending right there. I think Bailey might have at least 6. So. Considering how long it took for the rain to actually like come down, it's. I'm not surprised it's Brett. Come on, really think about it. Yes, at the moment Stanley might hold on, and so he'll gain 10 points on. Yes, so I'm just trying to think. Sector 1 and 2, is that anybody? I don't think so. Is Stanley on any or no? On 2 warnings and. Wow, okay, that's everyone. Yeah, but so what? So yellow flag set to Eduardo is in the fence on the second Lesmo. Entry into the second Lesmo where Hamilton crashed in 2009. We're getting a 16th a second. If there wasn't 1 lap to go, I'm pretty sure all our guys would be pitting on for full wets because a big lock up there from Oh, Bailey's really pushing it now. He's right up. Oh, he's lost all that time he just gained. So. Oh. Yeah, there's not much left now. We've got 1.5 laps to go. The weather has turned absolute shite here in Italy, here at Monza. For if you are just joining us, welcome. 1 lap to go. Bailey just got another time penalty, so that puts him 9 seconds behind Stanley now. So currently, if Stanley doesn't put it in the fence with a lap to go, he'll take his 4th win of the season. Excuse me. But yeah, 1 lap to go. What will Bailey be willing to risk it for a chance at maybe helping out his fellow Australians? No, he's not going to send it into 1. Smart move there from Bailey, I guess. Oh, but he's got the run. He's got the run. Yeah, he's got him. He's got him on the exit of 1. So yeah, Bailey into the lead, but on time penalties, he'll be Stanley will still have Stanley still has the win in the bag. But he will run ball with Stanley for this last lap. Oh, these weather conditions are absolutely treacherous for our drivers out there. Mike, another 10-second time penalty for straight line turn 1, I think. So. He just doesn't care anymore. Yeah, but look, Seb with a time penalty, but I think that's it. That's game, set, and match. That's going to be a race win for the Mercedes on Ferrari's home turf. It looked like quite early in the race that it was going to be Ferrari's day to completely sweep the home race. But Stanley will come across the line to win in Italy. The Italian Grand Prix is Stanley's, and that comfortably and that puts him well back in the championship hunt. Matthew, yeah, and Sebastian will be coming around Parabolica. He knows it hasn't been his day, but he'll be happy to know that he hasn't lost the lead just yet. I'm just trying to think of the. I think he'll take an 8-point lead going into Singapore in 2 weeks' time. Obviously, we do have a week off next week. Yeah, so 2 weeks. So it'll give all the drivers a week to relax and reflect and get ready to get a push for the final third of the season. Yellow flag sector 1 and 3. Is that anybody? I don't think so. I think it's just. Nah, I think that might just be. No, and Merrill's got another 10-second time penalty. This race has been absolutely chaotic. Brett's over and done with it, but yeah, no, there'll be doesn't look like there'll be any top 3 interviews today, unless they want to join game chat. Oh no, but it won't. But they won't even be heard. So we'll just have to say thank you to everybody for Oh, but yeah, we know you're here, but you won't be able to be heard on stream because it's game chat, not party chat, Bailey. Congratulations. No, PlayStation Network down for party chat. So we'll just congratulate our top 3 now. Congratulations, top 3. Stanley takes his 4th win of the season, and does take a significant chunk out of Sebastian's lead heading into Singapore in 2 weeks. So we will we'll see you guys all next week, or in 2 weeks' time for the Singapore Grand Prix. I've been solo boy Mackenzie Stewart on stream, but thank you to everyone who's contributed today with the What do you mean? All right. Well, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks' time for the Singapore Grand Prix.